Hi everyone, it's Raquel Bowman here, and today I'm here with a process video for Cocoa Vanilla Studio. The photo that I'm scrapbooking is this cracker of a photo of my son when he was younger. He was having a tantrum over his sister and they were playing and fighting and just the usual with them two at the moment. But this was taken quite a while ago and I hadn't scrapbooked it yet, and I can't believe I haven't actually scrapbooked this moment. So what I'm using is I'm creating a masculine layout, and I have all of the gorgeous U-Rock goodies here to create with. And then what I've also done is I've cut a cut file. Now this one I actually got from, it was a free download at Paper Issues, and I've got two actually. One of them says awesome. I don't know if you can see if I turn it that way. And this one says hashtag, I've added the hashtag and fun. And I thought I'd use this awesome one for another project. And this one, I thought I'd do something like hashtag fun times and then document a little bit about the relationship that Jack and Charlotte have as brother and sister, or just the fact that he's cracking a massive tanty. So there's the fun, and I really love how it's overlapping together. So this was part of, I think, maybe the National Scrapbook Weekend freebie on the site. And then the hashtag as well, I was going to sort of weld it in together and I didn't in the end, is just, this mat's old, but it's just this one here. Yeah. It's harder with these more intricate sort of, so the hashtag's there, and then there's the inside as well that I'd put there. So I was thinking about having the photo up here and then the hashtag fun underneath. I thought I'd back that with some of the bright colours, and then times, I was going to cut that out on my machine, but I thought that I might delve back through my supplies and see what I have. And I know that there's going to be a heap of embellishments that I can embellish with. In terms of design, I was thinking I'd stick to some kind of shape. So whether it be maybe triangles that draw your attention down and up in the layout, I'm not quite sure yet. I'm going to grab out the papers, sift through them and see how I'm inspired to create. But that's my basic photo and my title, and I'm going to get started. Okay, so to begin with, I pull out my Made of Awesome letter stickers and I spell out the word times. I thought that the black really contrasted well with the rest of the collection, and there are pops of black throughout the collection, as well as the fact that I'm using a black and white photo. On a previous layout I created, I used one of the pattern papers that has all of the pattern strips, and I had some leftovers, so I decided to pop those down the sides, and I feel like it sort of draws your attention to the vertical design that I'm creating. So I hadn't quite decided what pattern papers I wanted to run down the side, but I knew I wanted to incorporate a variety of the colours, especially that gorgeous red. So I've popped a thinner strip down the left side and then two thicker strips down the right side of the page. What I'm working on now is this gorgeous cut file. And what I did was I selected a few smaller pieces of paper. A couple of them were scraps from previous layouts which fit perfectly, and some of the others were just ones that I cut into the 12 by 12 sheet. And I tried to combine a variety of patterns within the backing of the cut files. And miraculously, you can see that I've done that already. So I sort of saved you the pain of having to watch me back each cut file as I went. It's quite time consuming especially when the designs are more intricate, but it's definitely worth it for the look that you get at the end. While I've been explaining about the cut file, I've actually been starting to build my clusters on my layout. So normally with the layout, I work in, and I do it subconsciously now, I work in sort of 3 main clusters. That's on a majority of my layouts anyway. So for this one, I'm building a cluster to the top right of the page near the right side of the photo. Then I'm building one sort of to the left of that hashtag there, and then I'm doing some journaling around that bottom right side of the page, and they sort of form that triangle and those 3 main clusters. So what I've gathered for the top right cluster is I've fussy cut out a label from the cut apart sheet. I've added a sticker, and I've also got a couple of those rubber charms, which are so nice to work with, and they're so vibrant in color. What I'm also doing is just fussy cutting there a little ticket out just to add another layer, and I do off camera also add a little washi strip as well to that top area. So I'm going through my embellishments and sort of finding bits and pieces that I think might work. I grab another rubber charm that says "That's my boy" because I thought that was just perfect for this layout. I've also cut a photo mat which is on that beautiful white with black Swiss cross paper, which you can see on screen now, and I've added some foam behind that to pop it off the page. I've also added some foam behind the cut file title as well. I know I've mentioned previously on my videos how much I love adding foam adhesive or different dimensional adhesives just to create those shadows and really help your layout stand out, I guess. So I'm now adding that word times to complete my title of my layout, and I'm using my T-square ruler just to make sure that that's lined up and nice and straight. And I do fiddle sometimes with it, making sure, but I feel like if I'm making an effort to pop that down straight, I may as well be precise about it. A little tip I have for you is that when you are adhering those rubber charms, I find the liquid glue works best. It has a bit of room for movement once you pop it down, but as soon as it is dry, it's stuck there for good. And I find that because of the material that those are made out of, the liquid adhesive works best. So I'm continuing to go through and create some more clusters. So I've done the one near the hashtag, and I've added one of the flares that says boom, and that's in black, so I thought it's adding that pop as well. And then I've added a couple of smaller die cut embellishments. So one is a little Swiss cross and the other is a star. And then I've also added some enamel dots from the enamel shapes in the U-Rock collection. My layouts aren't complete now, and more recently definitely, without some journaling. So I've typed up just the story behind the photo to the best of my memory. The photo was actually taken around September 2015, and I just happened to stumble upon it when I was going through some photos on my computer and thought it would be perfect to document using this collection. And it was a moment, as I said at the start of the video, that I really wanted to get recorded. So I just type out how tantrums and tears and things are becoming a new thing for this little man, and most of the tantrums and tears were over his sister. They have a love-hate relationship. They're just inseparable. But at the same time, I think I break up fights pretty much all day long between them. So I definitely wanted to get that recorded down. And, you know, when they're older, I think they'll appreciate me telling these sorts of stories. And I hope that they do grow up to be close. So I finished by adhering that down, and I do use my T-square ruler to do that. And I'm leaving you now with some close-up images. Thanks for watching the video. It's been a while since I've uploaded them, and I'm actually going through and editing a whole pile now. I think I have about 10 or 15 to voice over, so there will be more coming. And I appreciate you subscribing and liking this video and following along with me. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.